Hey, YouTube, I had this bright idea. I'm going to try to build a dust collector for doing my woodwork out of a food barrel. This is a feed barrel they use for horse food or whatever else it may be. I don't know, but we use it for horse food. Check this out. What I've done is I've secured one of these blowers. This is a blower that comes off of one of those inflatable kids' toy houses. The toy house that we had, like the inflatable bouncy house, popped. And I've been using this as a boat blower to dry out the boat for a long time. Finally, what I've done is I've secured it to this by driving in bolts and screws. Sorry, this may be loud. I'm going to unscrew this here and show you guys. As you can see here, what I've done is I've fastened this with a little gasket made out of foam in the middle there. And it's just literally bolted right to the side. You can see from in here, I just used butterfly bolts. And then I also opened up the hole for the blower intake just a little bit to give it some more power. But that's about it. Basically, I took this thing apart, put screws in there, and bit them on the other side with a butterfly. Then for this, what I'm going to do is cut out a little hole here. This is actually same size as 3-inch electrical conduit, and that's what I'm going to use as my air intake, and then attach a flexible hose line to that. So I'll show you that in a minute here. But basically, all I do is drill a 3/4 inch hole, and now I'm just going to continue to basically snip this sucker around like as if I'm doing sheet metal. These are sheet metal snips. Trying to keep as tight as I can to my mark. One thing I'd tell you when you do this, don't go all the way to the end of your snips. It makes ugly cuts. Kind of roll it almost to the end and then stop shy of closing the snips completely. It makes a much cleaner cut. Now for the exhaust part of this whole apparatus, what I've got here, this is a flue pipe for a furnace. It's just that flex duct or flex pipe, so you can basically bend it any shape you want. It is made out of aluminum. It's pretty heavy duty. The straighter, the better for exhaust. And then I've attached a dryer vent to it. This is going to be the exhaust coming right off of that barrel. I'll show you the barrel I got. Right there, we're going to attach it to the motor now. Here's where we're at so far. We got the blower with a piece of 3-inch gray piping. It's actually used for electrical. I've just shoved the gray pipe into the actual dust collecting tube, and it runs over here to this intake plenum. Here, I got a little lathe, and I'm going to give it a test run and see if this thing actually works. Wish me luck. Well, my final thoughts on that dust collecting system. Did it work? About 90% of the dust was actually kept gathered up. But all said and done, I think you're probably better off just buying a sheet dust collector from Harbor Freight. I did notice there was a lot less dust that I had to vacuum up and a lot less wood shavings on the floor. So man, there is a little bit more room for improvement, so maybe I can get it up to 90% effective. Right now, I'd say it's probably like 85, 90%, but it does work.